First introducing the CHCS Cougars. Starting five for the Cougars tonight. And now for the Miller Cardinals starting five. All right, we're done with pregame introductions, and we're ready for the opening tip. CHCS going left to right. They are the home team wearing black. Miller wearing the white uniforms, the 2 seed. Both teams won their opening round game on Tuesday night to advance to the semifinal. The winner will take on Ash Grove in the championship game on Saturday. Opening tip won by the Cougars. Walker slows up the play to set up a set. Ball to Schumacher on the right wing. He gets to the elbow, kicks it back to Dickens. Over to Stanton as Dickens cuts through, back up to Schumacher, swung over to Walker on the right side. Looks for Quaddy, pass thrown away, Lung steals. Cougars 30-second set, no shot. And the Cardinals go to the short corner to Brown, back up top to Hill. Weiss wants the deep 3, and he gets it. Cardinals with a 3-0 lead. Schumacher goes baseline all the way through. Stolen away by the Cardinals. Lung out in transition. Looks for Nunez, and Nunez takes the extra step. Gets called for the travel. Walker dribbles it down the right side, being defended by Hill. Quaddy comes on the ball side screen. Nunez hedges the screen, and Walker turns it over. Cougars have yet to take a shot after 3 possessions. Weiss brings it up court for the Cardinals. Weiss leading scorer for the Cardinals, left-handed sophomore, runs point for him. Lung over to the left side to Weiss, being defended by Schumacher. Into the corner for Nunez, back up top to Weiss. Nunez also left-handed. Hill in the short corner. Nunez resets to Lung. Back to Lung at the top. Hill resets all the way up at the volleyball line. Cougars in a zone defense. Nunez takes the extra step and gets called for the travel. Nunez also a sophomore. Walker dribbles it up court, gives it to Schumacher. Over to Dickens at the top of the key. One more to Stanton at the left wing. Double screen set at the elbow. Stanton back to Schumacher, bounce pass to Dickens, shot fake. Dickens takes the 3. Off the rim, Quaddy's there in the corner, tries to save it. Gets to Schumacher, deflected off of Schumacher, and it will be, look like Miller came in there, Lung deflected it, but called off of Schumacher will be Cardinals ball. Weiss dribbles up court, gives it to Lung on the right wing, back to Weiss. Into the corner for Lung. Dickens defending, Weiss back up top. into the short corner or to the deep corner to Nunez. Back up top to Hill. Cardinals like to space the floor. Nunez in the corner. Lung resets over to Nunez in the left side. Entered to Brown in the block. Lung for three from the top. Off the front of the rim. Loose ball. Foul called on Brown. And the Cougars will get a possession. First team foul on the Cardinals. Walker jogs it up into the front court, over to Dickens on the left wing. Walker cuts through, Quade flashes high. Schumacher on the right wing, over to Walker. Walker thought about it, loses the handle, is able to keep it in. Dickens has baseline, all the way across to Stanton. Stanton shot fake off the glass, and he finishes for two. Walker aggressive reach in on the full court press, and he knocks out of bounds. Will stay Cardinals ball. Hill inbounded for the Cardinals. Walker tightly defending Weiss. Schumacher on Lung, and 5-second violation on the Cardinals. Cougars will get the possession. Both these teams have a lot of youth, 2 sophomores starting for each team. The other 3 for the Cardinals are juniors. You can see the little nerves from both teams to start out. Quade dribble handoff to Schumacher. He gets into the elbow floater, in and out. Stanton's there for the rebound, deflected off, falls all the way out to Walker. Walker gives it to Quade. He rises up from 15, and he nails it. Cougars' first lead of the game, 4-3. Cougars still in the full court press. Schumacher deflects it off of Weiss, and will stay Cardinals ball. Number 31, Rinker, subbed in the game. Cardinals break the press. Weiss being defended by Stanton. He resets it up top, up to Hill. Hill holds, gives it over to Weiss. He'll take it from there at the volleyball line. Lung on the right side. Back over to Weiss, into Rinker. Weiss takes the long three, in and out. Quade and Stanton fight for the rebound. Stanton's able to clear, and foul called on number 11, Hill. That's his first. Second team foul on the Cardinals. And quickly back into the action. Walker to Quade at the extended elbow, gets it to Dickens. He'll take the three from the wing. It's off the side. Hill pulls down the air ball. Lung pushes in, floater off the front of the rim. Quade's in there for the rebound. Lung's able to steal it back. Into the corner for Nunez, back up top to Lung to reset. Weiss comes over to get the dribble handoff. Hill runs the dribble action. Schumacher picks him up. Nunez comes into the corner. He runs the dribble action. Weiss back up top. Schumacher picks him up again. Over to the corner to Lung. Lung back up top to Weiss. Rinker setting up at the elbow. Baseline drive by Nunez. Back up top to Weiss. He's looking for a spot. Gets it to Nunez in the corner. Three-point shot short. Offensive rebound by Weiss. Floater is good. Dickens quickly up ahead to Quade. Quade at the block. Pulls it up. Spins it back to Dickens. Dickens wants the three. And he gets it. 7-5 the lead for the Cougars. Hill in the backcourt, passes up to Lung. The Cardinals have broke the press. Nunez sets it up for Lung. Lung back to Nunez off the slop. Weiss for three. Short as Walker pulls it down. Walker out ahead to Schumacher. Schumacher into Quade in the short corner. Back to Schumacher. He thinks about it, drives in, gets called for the. Schumacher draws the foul on the floor. And the Cardinals' third team foul, the Cougars will get it underneath. Schumacher and Stanton sub out as Yukonov and Smith come in the game for the Cougars. Ball inbounded to Quade at the elbow. He rises up and hits. 9-5 now the lead for the Cougars. Weiss with the ball. Smith defending. Weiss is able to break through on the left side. Yukonov picks him up into the corner for Nunez. Nunez resets up top for Lung. Lung over to Hill. He's open. Baseline drive. Walker picks him up. Looks down low for Ranker. Stolen away by the Cougars. Smith out on the break. Lung defending. Smith step through. Off the glass, no good as Nunez pulls down the rebound for the Cardinals. Hill out on the break on the right side. Quaddy defending. Hill at the elbow. All the way over to Lung. Lung backdoor for Ranker. Floater is good. 9-7, 2-point lead for the Cougars. Walker slows it up. Hill defending up top for the Cardinals. Cardinals still in man defense. Quaddy comes up on the ball screen. Dickens also comes up. Looks for Quaddy on the cut. Gets in the paint. Puts a dribble down. And out of bounds. Deflected off the Cardinals will be Cougars ball. Dickens subs out for the first time as Miller comes in the game. Cannon Miller, that is. Cannon Miller inbounding, gets it to Quaddy. Snyder defending. Smith takes the three. Quaddy gets the offensive rebound. Weiss gets his hand in there. Quaddy goes up strong and gets the finish on the second try. Cardinals quickly in, are able to break the press. Weiss into the corner for Lung. Lung drives in, finds Renker in the short corner, and Yukonov gets his hand in there, deflected away. Will be Cardinals ball underneath. Schumacher back at the table to check in. He'll come in for Walker. Snyder subbed in the game for the Cardinals. He subbed in for Nunez, I believe. Renker subbed in for Brown earlier. Hill into Renker. Back up top to Lung. Into the corner for Snyder. Yukonov deflects, and it will stay Cardinals ball in the corner. Stanton back in the game as Quaddy will get a minute break here to end the quarter. Into the corner for Snyder. He finds Hill in the short corner. Back up top to Lung. One more to Snyder. Over to Lung off the target, but Lung's able to handle the pass. Smith defending. Weiss comes up high to the volleyball line. 40 seconds here in the first quarter. Renker at the elbow resets. Lung and Weiss. Stanton defending. Weiss holding the ball. Cardinals looking for the last shot. .15 seconds left in the quarter. Weiss puts down the dribble. Weiss will take that three from the volleyball line. Stanton defending, gets the hand check. Weiss all the way to the paint. Off the glass. Too strong, but draws the foul. Foul called on, I believe that was on Stanton. And Weiss will go to the line to shoot two. He's good on the first. Three-point lead for the Cougars. Weiss makes them both. Yukonov into Smith, being defended. Miller at the buzzer, off the glass, no good, and that will do it for the end of the first. Both teams showed a little nerves here in the first quarter. Miller Cardinals cheerleaders here tonight. Student section's strong for the Cougars tonight in blackout. It is the Cardinals' ball to start the second quarter. Back to the starting five for both squads to open up the second. Hill inbounding for the Cardinals. Weiss the point in the backcourt. And we're underway. Weiss walks it up, gets it over to Hill on the left side. Dickens steps up to defend Weiss into the corner for Nunez. Trap comes, Brown on the block. One more to Lung in the corner. In and out, Stanton fights for position for the rebound, and Stanton picks up the foul on Miller. Number 4, Brown, gets called for the foul. That's Brown's second foul. He'll sub out of the game as Snyder comes in. Number 1, John Snyder, a senior for the Cardinals. Walker jogs it up into the front court for the Cougars. Dickens flashes out. Walker gives him the ball. Quaddy comes up on the fake ball screen. Dickens picks up his dribble, gets it to Stanton at the top of the key. Dickens flashes high. Weiss defending. Stanton rolls through. Quaddy at the elbow. Crossed over to Schumacher. One more to Stanton. Stanton into the paint. Floater. In and out. Stanton fights for the rebound. Puts it back and gets it. Cardinals quickly out, breaking the trap. Into Snyder with his left for the finish. Stanton pushing the pace. At the wing, gives it to Schumacher in the corner. Schumacher gets the elbow, gives it to Walker. And Schumacher gets called for the travel. Weiss slows it down. 2-point lead for the Cougars. Hill holds and looks. Cougars in a 3-2 with Quaddy up high. Nunez brings the ball up top. Back over to Hill. Down low for Nunez. One more to Lung in the corner. Lung drives in. Back to Hill up top. Good job by the Cougars closing out on the shooter. Weiss drives in. Jump through. Takes the extra step. No travel call this time. Dickens out ahead to Quaddy. Quaddy kicks it back to Dickens for 3. He gets it. Five-point lead now for the Cougars. Quickly up ahead to Lung. He gets trapped. Gets it to Hill. Hill all the way through at the low block. Pivots through, gets it to Nunez in the corner. Into Snyder, back out to Nunez for 3. Off the back of the rim, Walker pulls down the rebound, outlet to Dickens. Dickens into Schumacher in the corner. He goes baseline all the way through, finds Stanton, and Stanton finishes on the backside. 7-point lead now for the Cougars. Weiss up ahead to Nunez. Loose ball, Stanton gets in there. And out of bounds, or no, foul called on Nunez for the push. That'll be Cougars ball. Walker jogs it up into the front court for the Cougars. Quaddy at the top of the key. Hill defending on Walker. Quaddy comes set the ball screen. Nunez hedges the screen. Walker gets doubled, gets it to Quaddy. Quaddy looks backdoor for Schumacher, pulls up from the elbow for a long 2 off the back rim. Quaddy comes in and deflects. Ball's still loose, and Quaddy, as he reaches through, gets called for the foul. It'll be Cardinals ball at the end line. Weiss jogs it up the right side of the court. Screen coming by Snyder. Quaddy picks up Weiss. Over to Nunez, back up top to Hill. Hill dribbles across to the right side into the short corner for Nunez. Nunez back up top to Lung. Lung looks for Hill. Dickens gets a hand on the ball. Lung's able to get free. Gives it to Nunez back up top to Hill to reset. Weiss in the corner being defended by Stanton. Lung resets at the volleyball line. This Cougars court is a college-sized court, so it's a little bit longer than the standard high school court. Nunez over to Lung. Cardinals slowing it down. Cougars with a 7-point lead. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Lung found Snyder open down low, but Snyder was looking to set a screen and didn't see the pass coming. Knocked off of Snyder's hand out of bounds. And turnover to the Cougars. Walker jogs it up the right side of the court. Back in the middle, Hill defending. Over to Schumacher on the right side. Entered into Quaddy. Slapped away. Schumacher gets back to it. Gets it to Walker. Walker wants the three. Short off the front rim. Loose ball goes to Lung. Trap comes. Weiss is able to get it on the right side. Weiss is pushing. Over to Nunez on the left. Back up to Weiss. Weiss with 7 points on the night for the Cardinals. Over to Hill. Hill sets at the center circle. Puts down the dribble. Gets it over to Lung on the right wing. Rinker flashes in. Back to Hill. Rinker at the elbow into Lung in the corner. Lung wants the three. Lung off the rim, but offensive rebound by the Cardinals. Hill at the elbow gives it to Rinker. Out to Lung. Drives in. Quaddy gets the block. And out of bounds. Cougars ball. Timeout Cougars. We'll take a look back at this block by Quaddy. Walker and Lung fight for the ball and ruled off Lung. Couldn't see from this side. Cougars take their first time out of the game. 2:56 left in the second quarter. Cougars leading by 7. Cardinals have already broke the huddle, are in their position for defense. Cougars will inbound on the end line. Dickens inbounding to Walker. Starting 5 still in the game for the Cougars. Walker jogs it up just left to center. Over to Schumacher on the left side. Quaddy in the left corner. Up to Stanton, over to Dickens. Into the short corner for Quaddy. Quaddy gets doubled, spins through, off the glass, and good for 2. Weiss jogs it up the left side. Quaddy comes up high. Weiss all the way over. Walker gets the steal, tries to get it quickly to Dickens. Loose ball goes to Quaddy. Quaddy looks down low for Dickens. Dickens handles the pass. Quaddy on the follow. Can't get it to go. Loose ball for Walker. Walker on the floater gets it to fall. And 11-point lead for the Cougars. And Coach Weiss from the Cardinals wants a timeout. Cardinals cheerleaders out here tonight. After the made basket by Walker, Cardinals will inbound on the end line. Weiss walking it up the left side. Cougars have switched to Walker up high. Trap comes. They get it to Lung. Lung drives into the elbow, brings it back to Hill. Hill into the corner for Lung. He has baseline all the way across to Nunez. Nunez back up top to Weiss. Back into the corner all the way across to Lung. Lung one more to Hill. He takes the three. Off the side of the rim, and Stanton pulls down the rebound, puts down the dribble, gets it out to Dickens. Dickens across the court. Keeps his dribble as Weiss defends tightly. All the way across to Walker on the left side. Walker slows it down. Gives it to Stanton on the left wing. Walker cuts through, finds Walker. One more foul on the floor. That's just the third team foul of the quarter on the Cardinals. So inbound underneath for the Cougars. Walker inbounding. Walker looking at his option, gets it to Stanton. Knocked away by Rinker, out of bounds, and will stay Cougars ball. Quaddy inbounding. Stanton flashes high, gets it to Schumacher on the wing, inside to Quaddy. Quaddy turns off the glass for two. 24-11 now the score. 1 minute left here in the first half. Weiss again walks it up the left side. Quaddy back up top for the Cougars. Over to Hill on the right. Entered to Rinker at the elbow. Hill all the way across. Gets it to Nunez, who enters it into Rinker. Rinker draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul called on Walker. That's Walker's first. Rinker good on the first, 24-12 the score. 45 seconds left here in the first half. Rinker makes them both, 11-point lead. Walker slows it up, dribbling down the left side. Hill defending. Cardinals still in man defense. Quaddy up high, passed over to Dickens on the left wing. Dickens dribbles across, gives it to Stanton on the right wing. Quaddy wants the off-ball screen. Stanton drives in off the glass. And offensive foul called on Stanton. Big call. Let's see if we can take a look at that on replay. Hill comes over. He was definitely set. And back to the action as Weiss is bringing it up court. 20 seconds remaining. And then Nunez on the left side. Cougars with an 11-point lead. Important possession here for both teams. Deflected away. Lung's able to get it. Nunez over to Weiss, being defended by Schumacher. Back to Nunez. Double comes into the corner for Hill. All the way across to Lung for three. And at the buzzer, no good. Cougars go into halftime with 11-point lead, 24-13. We'll take an audio break here and send you through the first half recap. Be back in 10 minutes for the second half. All right, we're back, ready to start the third quarter. Cougars have the arrow. And we're underway. Ball to Quaddy at the free throw line. Stanton on the block. Gets his own rebound, puts it back, draws the foul, and finishes. And Stanton will go to the line to complete the three-point play. Good opening set for the Cougars. That's Brown's third foul. Brown, very limited minutes tonight with 3 fouls. Stanton in and out on the three-point play attempt. Weiss jogs it up the left side. Hill flashes high to receive it. Weiss takes the deep three. Air ball out of bounds. And no touch will be Cougars ball. Cardinals open up in a full court. Cougars break the press. Dickens on the run, finds Schumacher on the backside. And Schumacher finishes with the layup. Good transition play by the Cougars. Weiss jogs it up the right side over to Hill on the left. Into Nunez as Nunez dribbles high. Back to Hill into the corner for Weiss. Actually, Lung in the corner. Lung drives in all the way across to the backside for Nunez. Shot fake back to Hill to Lung. Lung drives in at the elbow all the way across. Schumacher right through his hands. Back to Lung. Lung floater off the side of the rim. Rinker's there for the rebound and puts it back. Draws the foul but can't complete the basket and will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Walker. That's his second team foul. I'm sorry, second foul. First team foul of the third quarter. Rinker short on the first. Rinker makes the second. Snyder subs in the game for Rinker. John Snyder, the senior, number 1. Cardinals still in a full court. Walker gets it into Stanton, back to Walker. Over to Quaddy on the right side. Quaddy holds up the court for Dickens. Dickens slows it down. Looks in for Stanton. Stanton at the free throw line. Floater gets it. Stanton now has 10 on the night, along with Quaddy. Each have 10. Ball into the left side for Nunez, back up to Hill. Lung holds, gets it back over to Hill on the left. Entered into Snyder. Snyder off the glass, finishes for 2. Cardinals still in the full court. Dickens gets caught on the dribble. Everyone leaves him. Gets it up to Quaddy, and Quaddy draws the foul from behind on Nunez. Everyone left Dickens, and Cougars got bailed out with that foul by Nunez. Cardinals wanted to travel on Dickens. Back inbounds to Walker. Over to Schumacher, gets it to Stanton at the elbow. No foul called on Weiss for the arm grab. Into transition, Hill dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds back to the Cougars. Walker inbounding, gets it into Quaddy. Back to Walker, switch to Stanton. Up to Schumacher on the run. Schumacher goes baseline, bounce pass through to Dickens. Foul called on the floor. And that's the third team foul of the quarter on the Cardinals. Walker inbounding for the Cougars on the end line. Up top to Dickens. Blocked by Weiss. Everyone was going for the box out. Dickens is able to get in and get his own rebound. Walker for 3 off the back rim. Snyder pulls it down. Snyder clears it out to Weiss. Weiss looks up ahead to Nunez, decides not to make the pass. Weiss back dribbles and over to Hill on the right side. Hill back over to Weiss. all the way across to Lung in the corner for three, and he gets it. Back to 11-point lead. Walker with the sloppy pass. Stanton's able to get to it, and Nunez reaches in and gets called for the foul. That's the fourth foul on the Cardinals here early in the third quarter. So the Cougars are in the bonus the rest of the way of this third quarter. Walker inbounds all the way across to Stanton, up ahead to Quaddy. Quaddy breaks through, gets it into the corner for Schumacher. He'll take the three, and he gets it. Big three-point answer for the Cougars. Back to a 14-point lead. Weiss slows up his dribble, gets it to Hill on the left. Nunez looks up, gives it back to Weiss up top, down low for Snyder, left all alone. Can't get the finish. Walker with a quick outlet to Schumacher on the left side. Schumacher pushing, gets all the way to the basket. Floater, and draws the foul on Snyder. Schumacher will go to the line to shoot two. Schumacher true on the first. Makes them both. And the Cougars extend the lead to 16. Weiss over to number 13, that's Friss in the game for the Cardinals. At the top of the key for Hill. Hill drives in, spin move. Hook shot, Quaddy gets the rebound. Nunez comes to pick him up, Quaddy spins. Into the corner for Walker. Walker rises up and finishes. And the Cougars are up by 18. Weiss penetrates, floater from the elbow. Air ball. Nunez is able to save it. Walker's there to get the ball. Walker pushing down the middle. Finds Smith down low, and Smith converts. Timeout Miller. Cougars now leading by 20. Look at that last play by the Cougars. Walker in transition, looks down low, finds Smith. Smith, good job catching and going right up before the block could get there. Jaden Smith, also a sophomore, has got a couple starts this year for the Cougars. So after the timeout, it is Cardinals ball. They have the end line to run. Cougars up by 20. Smith and Yukinaw subbed in the game for Schumacher and Stanton. Weiss walking it up the right side. Cougars in a 2-3. Dribble handoff to Friss. Smith defended on Friss as Weiss comes back up. Dickens closely defending, and Dickens gets called for the hand check. The count never started somehow. Second team foul on the Cougars here in the second quarter. It's third quarter, I mean. Inbounded to Lung, across to Friss. Back to Lung. Lung goes baseline, pulls up his dribble. Brings it back up top to Hill. Back to Lung. He's open for three. And he gets it. Big basket for the Cardinals out of the timeout. Cougars quickly break the press up to Dickens. Dickens steps through. Erratic shot. Quaddy gets his hand on it, but Nunez pulls down the rebound for the Cardinals. Quickly out ahead. Yukonos steals. Up to Quaddy at the circle. Quaddy drives in with his left and finishes. Quaddy will go to the line to complete the three-point play. Let's take a look at that on replay. Yukonos gets the big steal. Quaddy puts down that dribble with his left and just powers through for the finish. Caleb Quaddy averaged a double-double this year, 20 points, 10 rebounds a game. Has 12 on the night, at the line to make it 13. And he's good, back to a 20-point lead for the Cougars. Dickens comes in the trap, Weiss is able to get through. All the way to the basket, Weiss with his left finishes. Stanton up ahead to Walker, into the middle for Quaddy, one more to Schumacher. He gets called for the travel. That's just a bad call. That's a misunderstanding of the rule. Turnover to the Cardinals. Weiss at the center circle gets it over to Friss. To Hill at the elbow, inside. Walker gets the steal. Walker slows it up, looking at an option, gets it ahead to Stanton. Stanton pulls it up at the three-point line, into the corner for Dickens, entered into Quaddy, and Hill reaches in, picks up the foul, and Quaddy will be at the line. Cougars are in the bonus. Two-shot bonus. Quaddy makes the first, hit the left side of the rim and use some backboard. Cougars are back to their starting five. Quaddy sinks them both back to a 20-point lead. Weiss across the timeline, being defended by Schumacher. Dribble handoff to Lung. Friss to Lung. Into the paint, deflected by Schumacher. Lung's able to get it back. Over to Hill. Hill thought about it, drives to the elbow, over to Friss. Lung at the wing, across the key back to Friss. Three-pointer for Lung. Off the side of the backboard. Walker pulls down the rebound, quickly outlet to Dickens. Dickens comes in and finishes the layup. Cougars with the largest lead of the game at 22. Number 13 is Friss. Number 30 is Madsen. 13, Friss on the ball in the corner to Madsen. Stolen away by Walker again. Walker pulls up the dribble, gets it to Quaddy on the block. Deflected away, loose ball on the floor. Friss is able to get it out to Hill. Hill in transition, steps through, finds Lung on the backside, and Lung finishes off the glass for two. Back to a 20-point lead, less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Walker up to Dickens. Dickens puts the dribble down into the corner for Quaddy. He wants the three. In and out. Loose ball. Went off Hill's head. Foul called on Quaddy as he pushed in to get position. No, I'm sorry, called on Stanton as he pushed in. That's the third team foul on the Cougars here in the quarter. 42 seconds remaining. Also Stanton's third foul. Let's see, Quaddy's, Miller and Yukonos in the game as Quaddy and Dickens are going to take a break for the last 42 seconds of the third quarter. Weiss jogs it up to the center circle. Over to Lung on the left side. He thought about it, pulls it back. Back to Lung. Snyder in the short corner. All the way across to Madsen, and Madsen hits for 3. Walker to Stanton, 20 seconds remaining. Over to Miller, back to Stanton on the cut. Across to Walker. Walker tries to enter it into Yukon, stolen away by Hill. Up ahead to Weiss, and Weiss finishes. Just 1 second remaining, and that will do it for the third quarter. 5-point run to end the quarter for the Cardinals. 46-31. Cougars have gone back to their starting lineup to start the fourth. Cardinals do have the arrow. Cougars starting 5. Walker has 4. Schumacher has 7. Dickens has 8. Quaddy has 15. And Stanton has 10 on the night. Miller starting 5. Brown's been in foul trouble all night. Hasn't played many minutes. Lung has 8 points. Owen Weiss, leading scorer, has 11 for the Cardinals. And we're underway in the fourth quarter. Weiss dribbles it across the timeline. Schumacher picks him up. Handoff to Lung. Back over to Weiss on the left side. Looks in for Lung. Short corner for Snyder. Finds Hill at the free throw line. Hill pulls it back. Weiss at the key. One more to Lung. Lung quick pass into Snyder. Snyder loses the handle. Out of bounds to the Cougars. Cardinals still in a full court press. Walker into Quaddy. Across to Stanton. Stanton looks up. Dangerous pass. And off of the Cardinals. Ref says it went off Hill's head. I didn't actually see that. But Cougars ball. That's not the pass you want. You don't want a cross-court pass to break the press. Quaddy into Stanton at the elbow. Back to Walker on the wing. Walker holds. Back dribble resets. Looks across for Dickens. Finds Stanton on the cut. Stanton backdoor for Schumacher. Schumacher rises up off the glass. Quaddy gets the rebound. Schumacher knocks it out. And Stanton comes in and causes the hard foul on Lung. That's Stanton's 4th foul. Yukon subs in the game for the Cougars. 15-point lead now, 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Weiss dribbles up, Schumacher picks him up. Hill comes on the ball screen action, then drops out. Into the corner for Lung, good hands to hold on to it. Back to Lung in the corner, he takes the quick 3, short. Rebound goes to Yukon. Out to Walker. Walker pushes down the left side, up ahead to Quaddy. Quaddy back to Walker, over to Dickens. Dickens wants it. And over the top, hits the upright, out of bounds to the Cardinals. Weiss over to Lung, he's open. Yukon does a good job closing out. Switched all the way across to Madsen. Madsen drives baseline, kicks it back to Hill at the elbow. Quaddy got a hand on the ball. Hill loses it. Cougars in transition. Quaddy, body control, finishes at the basket. Looked like that was a setup for a charge, but Quaddy was able to weave through and avoid contact. Lung drives in, tries to find Snyder on the backside. Snyder takes the shot, but can't finish. And the Cougars pull it down. Walker up ahead to Schumacher. Schumacher, good job going to the ball. Drives in, kicks it back to Dickens. Dickens for three. He got it. And the Cardinals, let's see, the Cougars take a timeout. Back to a 20-point lead for the Cougars. Take a look back at that last play set. Schumacher drives in, finds Dickens wide open on the wing, and he buries the three. .547 left in the fourth, 20-point lead for the Cougars. Schnacky, number 10, and number 5, Goopser, are in the game for the Cardinals. Weiss running some clock, or avoiding some clock running. Weiss to Lung, inside of the short corner for Goopser. Dixon steps in, Lung's able to get to it, back to Goopser in the short corner. Over to Schnacky. Rims out, Quaddy gets called for the foul on the push through. That's Quaddy's second foul. Inbound, Quaddy gets the steal. Dickens out ahead. Quaddy gets called for the travel. Weiss being defended by Schumacher. Over to Schnacky. Lung on the ball, gets in, tries for Goopser in the short corner, deflected by the Cougars. Out of bounds to the Cardinals. Hill looking for an inbound. Quaddy comes in and commits the foul on Lung. That's Quaddy's third foul. Stanton has 4 fouls on the bench. You can all in for him. Quaddy, that's his third. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Into Lung. Schumacher defending on ball. Over to Schnacky. Back up top to Lung. Lung at the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Gets to the elbow. Into the corner to Goopser. Back to Lung on the wing. Quaddy deflects on the entry in. Loose ball goes to Weiss. Weiss baseline. Floater. And gets it. Draws the foul. And Weiss will go to the line to complete the three-point play. Foul called on Walker as he reached in and got some wrist. Owen Weiss at the line, in and out on the three-point play attempt. Quickly out to Dickens. Dickens steps through high in the air over the backboard. And deflected by the Cardinals is the call. Not sure about that one. Cougars at the free throw line all the way across on the end line inbound. Into the corner for Schumacher. He'll take the three. Quaddy there for the rebound. Off the glass, and it's good. Ball up ahead to Lung. Back to Schnacky, to Weiss, to number 22. And turnover to the Cougars. Walker to the middle of the Quaddy, gets it to Dickens. On the run to Quaddy. Quaddy angles around. Yukonah offensive rebound off the glass. And Yukonah converts. Cougars extend the lead to 22, back to the largest lead of the night. Lung for three. Off the rim, Walker gets a hand on it, out to Dickens. Dickens slows it up as he brings it across the timeline. Over to Walker on the left side. Lung defending tight. Walker into Yukonah. Yukonah looks in, finds Dickens on the right wing. Dickens resets. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Quaddy in the corner, goes to Yukonah at the elbow. Yukonah looks for Schumacher on the backside, gets space, and Walker gets called for the moving screen. I'm just not so sure that you can't work for position down low. That's the fourth team foul on the Cougars, so the Cardinals will be in the bonus the rest of the way here in the fourth. Walker's got 4 fouls also now. Smith in the game. Number 5, Goobser. Smith gets a deflection on the ball. Over to Pierce. Schumacher steals. Schumacher up ahead. And he converts. Timeout. Timeout by the Cougars to make a sub. That's Schumacher's 9th points of the night. Beatty, Burns, and Miller sub in the game. Ball passed over to Snyder. Back to Pierce. Miller defended on Pierce. Snyder takes the three. It's long. Burns on the backside gets the rebound. Burns out to the left, gets it across to Beatty. Beatty between his legs, back to Burns. Burns drives into the elbow, kicks it to the wing to Miller. Back up top to Beatty. Burns in the corner, gets it in, jump stop, gets it back up top to Miller. Over to Burns, to the elbow to Yukonah, back up top to Miller. Cougars moving the ball around, killing some clock. Beatty drives in, picks up his dribble, deflected off of the Cardinals, will stay Cougar ball. Schnocky and Madsen check in the game for the Cougars. For the Cardinals. Miller into Smith for three. He gets it. .27 lead now for the Cougars, 60-33. Ball loose on the floor. Miller gets on the floor, gets it tied up, and the Cougars have the arrow. Miller walks it up the right side. Gets it to Yukonah at the elbow. Smith one more to Burns, all the way across to Miller. Back up to Burns on the left side. Burns drives in with his left, gets it to Smith in the corner. Smith takes the three. Rebound goes to Pierce. Pierce pushing up the right side. Double comes. Burns and Smith there on the trap. Up to Schnocky. Back across to 22 into Madsen for three. Burns fights for position for the rebound, deflects it, but Madsen's there on the follow. 1 minute left to play. Burns up ahead, pulls it up, gets it to Smith on the right side. Smith drives baseline, finds Yukonah on the cut. Back to Miller on the left wing. To Yukonah at the elbow, back out to Miller. 45 seconds left to play, 25-point lead for the Cougars. Over to Burns. Stolen away. A little extra contact there. Burns reaches in and knocks it away. And it'll be Cardinals ball at the 28-foot line. I'm sorry, at the 35-foot line. 3-point shot is off and out of bounds. Cougars ball. Cougars with 21 seconds left will likely be able to run out the clock here. Burns back dribbles. Ball deflected. Miller's able to get back to it. And that's the final. Cougars 60. Miller Cardinals 35. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We'll be back here on Saturday at 6 p.m. College Heights taking on the Ash Grove Pirates. 1 seed versus the 3 seed. We'll send you through the second half recap as we close out.